Elaine here from MRE Studio Designs, and today I decided we're going to try to do a necklace with a Halloween theme. So we're going to need some white, some black. I have here some bronze and some ecru, and they are all Sculpey Primo. And my extruder, my roller, a craft knife, my tissue blade, and the disc for the extruder. I'm not sure if I'm going to need anything else, but we're going to start out with those. So let me get set up and I will be right back. What I have here is my black polymer clay rolled out on number 3 and my design that I cut out myself, placed over it and stuck down so that I can cut around it. So what I'm going to do is take my craft knife and just cut out around my template. So our next step would be to extrude some white. So let me condition some white and get it ready to go into the extruder, and I will be right back. Okay, so here are the little snakes that I've extruded. These are on the second smallest disc that I have. And I did it offline because, as I said before, my extruder makes this god-awful noise that you don't need to be subjected to. So now we're going to place our webs where they're going to go. So we're going to start with the top. Actually, I think we should start with the inside lines. Almost to the edge, because we are going to have a border on this with the white as well. I guess this one goes about here. We go. And now we're going to do the outline. We need a full one for that. I'm going to start on this corner. We're going to leave a little on the outside so we can overlap them. There we go. We're just going to continue doing this all the way around on both the top and the bottom, or the bottom and the top, because we're starting on the bottom. And we're going to continue making our web in sections. And once we have it all down, we can fine tune it as much as we want. Just want to get it into place first. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to continue doing this for a few more rows. And we will be right back. So here is the bottom of our spiderweb necklace. Before I mess it up, I'm going to put it on my form so that it will be curved. So I'm going to pick this up. And this is what I use for form. It's a glass bowl that I found at a thrift shop. So this was a whole $2, and it curves my necklaces perfectly. Just like that. So this is going to go in the oven for half an hour at 275 as recommended by the manufacturer. And when that is done, we will come back. So while that is in the oven, what we want to do is we want to have a spider on our spider web. So what we're going to use is some black, the brown, and the ecru, the bronze and the ecru. So what we need to make first is the body. So I need to roll this up. So we need a two-part body. We're doing this freehand. We don't have a mold for this. You just have to go by what looks good. So I need a body, a little elongated. So flattened out to fit perfectly. Let's try him now. Oh yeah, I think that's going to work really well. So now we just have to make him look more like a spider. We're just going to get the basics done first. And we need 8 legs. Try to get it as even as we can. It's not going to be perfect. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That. These are our legs. as I thought. They're going to be a little bit long. Or maybe not. This one is a bit longer, so we're just going to cut that right there. That's 2. It's 4. These 2 will go up high here, like so. These 2 will go back, like so. Okay, now this is what we have so far. What he needs is some color. So we're going to need a little bit of the ecru, thinner. And that goes around his body this way. Going to go around this way. And cut off right there. Now this guy is a little hairy bugger, so we need to just give him some texture. I think I need to get one of my tiles and put him on the tile so we can move him around. There we go. So we're going to give him some texture. And pushing him into place at the same time. So much easier to move him around on the tile than it would be to keep moving him by hand. Plus, hopefully I won't mess him up. And those have some of the bronze on them. And they're out. Yep. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. this here. My ball tool. Okay, so these little bands I have to put on each leg and then texture them. And we're probably going to texture the whole spider's legs. But we're just going to get these first. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting the bands on the spider's legs. You can see that. And when I'm done, I will be back. So I'm almost done with the spider, but I left the last leg to show you exactly what I did. So with the egg crew, I took a little piece, just like this, flattened it out a little bit. I have the camera close so you could see, and I just bumped it, I'm sorry. And put it at the top of his leg, and shaped it around the leg a little, and textured it. And I did that, obviously, on all 8 legs. And that should blend right in with the body part. Just like that. And then took the bronze, small piece, flattened it out. Took that and put it on the bottom of his leg. Just like so. And again, a bit of texture. Now, this guy is actually a hairy beast. So we're going to give him some texture all over. So I'm going to start from the bottom and just some little lines overlapping. And you can use the back of your knife, you can use a needle tool, whatever you're more comfortable with. But you want them overlapping so they look like fuzz. Can you see that? And we're going to do the same on his legs. Just a little hairiness. Now doing this, I have flattened out his legs a little bit, but we're going to arch them up again when we go to bake him. So there is our spider, all done. And he's going to go on our necklace. So I'm going to go take the necklace out of the oven, let it cool, and then we will be back. I'm back. So we have our cooled piece here. We have a piece cut out for the backing, and we have our spider. So we're just about ready to be finished. So of course we're going to put some Bacon Bond on this so that it adheres. Some Bacon Bond on there. We're going to just spread this all the way around. Being careful not to bend the necklace too much because it is thin right now and we don't want it to break. And we're going to put our piece over that. We just keep moving it around to make it fit. There we go. We're going to smooth it out. Okay. And we're going to cut off the excess. Smooth it again. Now both of the pieces, the original base and the backing, were rolled out on a number 3. So what you have is a double thickness of the number 3 here. And we're just going to smooth this out so it's not so rough around the edges. And the same thing on this side. Just bring it up a little bit. Round it off a little so it's not so sharp. And the same thing on the bottom. So that's that. So we're going to add a couple of jump rings to the ends so that we can attach a chain to them or whatever else we're going to do. Take my knife. So what I do is I'm just going to make a little slot between the base and the backing. Just like this. And I'm going to insert this with the open side on the inside. There it is. So we're going to put that in that way and then just close it back up again. I take my little blending tool and press it down on the inside as well. Do that on both sides. And smooth that out a little bit. Okay. We also want to get rid of all these fingerprints and everything on the back. So we are going to texture that a bit. We're just going to texture that to cover up our fingerprints. First going one way, and then going back the other way. And voila, no more fingerprints. So what we are going to put this back on our bowl here so that it doesn't lose its shape. And then we have to add our spider. Here he is, the little guy. So we need to put some bacon bond on him too. And just on the tips of his little legs. I think I want him at an angle on the end here, just like this. And then his little leg can be holding on there and holding on there, holding on to there, holding on to that one, and his back legs holding on in the back. So there he is. So we're going to put him in the oven for 30 minutes. And when we come back, we'll put a chain on it and we will be done. So I will be right back. Here's our completed piece with our little monster on there, front and back. I haven't decided if I'm going to resin this or not. So I may do that later on, but I'm not sure if I want to yet. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. If there's something that you'd like to see, let me know and I will do my best to try. So thanks a lot. See you next time.